Aromages gain their effects when they have, well, higher life points, or at least certain effects when they have higher life points, and then they have another effect that triggers based on anything that happens if they, you know, gain life points. But oh my god, what is this? Global being summoned, going to Link Karibo Global, special summoning yourself back out from the graveyard, going to Crystal Needle Fire, but it milled a copy of Spore. What is this? That's like one of the best plays ever. Oh man, that's insane. Welcome to Fantasia, home of the Madolches. My name's Azallea, and today, gonna be bringing you guys a little stream highlight. So this highlight was actually taken as an excerpt from last week's stream. If you guys want to tune into future live streams, I go live every Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, so come join in on the fun. But anyway, without any further ado, let's just jump right into this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Okay, so we have Darkrai and Cheezy. We're gonna go ahead and hop in and see what these two guys bring us here. So rock, paper, scissors, rock and rock. They just had a little fist bump before gonna go ahead and rock beating down the scissors. Yeah, that's not how things work around here. So Darkrai is going first. We see both players playing 40 card decks. Nothing unusual, nothing out of the ordinary here. Darkrai just gonna go ahead, set a back row to the far left side of the field. So can probably assume that he's not playing pendulums if he does that, because, you know, he's taking up one of the scale spots. But we'll see if he has any other follow-up plays to this. He's thinking really hard, and if he ends up just setting a monster, then I would be very disappointed. But no, he's actually playing Aromages. Oh man, one of the archetypes with like some of the best artwork in the game. Aromage Rosemary, one of my favorite. It is my favorite. It's not probably, it is my favorite Aromage. Rosemary being summoned, but hey, Cheezy's like, you know what? Hey, hang on. You think you're playing a plant deck? I got a plant deck of my own. Lone Fire into Lone Fire into Lone Fire. Classic plant plays. And then we see Predaplant, Orifice Scorpio being summoned out, pitching another copy of itself. Of course, because why not? Who needs the extra copy, right? Predaplant, Darlingtonia Cobra being summoned out, and boom, Brilliant Fusion being added to hand. Oh, the Wombo combos are coming. Yeah, that's right. Not going for a Link summon first. Cheezy's just like, nah, I'm gonna smack down that Brilliant Fusion. We're gonna go ahead, summon our Seraphonite, and we have Trick Clown and Lazuli being sent to the graveyard. Boom, Trick Clown's gonna get its effect. Come back to the field. Yeah, that's right. We got 4 monsters here. Seraphonite gives you another normal summon. We have Hoot Cake. What? Madolche Hoot Cake? What the heck? Where did this come from? Alright, we see Saryuja being summoned with the 2 Predaplants, the Seraphonite, and the Trick Clown. Gonna go ahead, draw 4 cards, put 3 back. That gives Cheezy a lot of different cards in hand to look at, to pick and choose from. But we're gonna go ahead, activate Hoot Cake's effect, banish the Darlingtonia Cobra. Who needs that anymore, right? Already used its effect for the duel. Gonna summon out a copy of Madolche Messengelato, going for a search, and if it is special summoned, or when you control a Madolche beast monster on your side of the field, then you can go ahead and, you know what, add a Madolche spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, and we got Madolche Chateau being searched out from the deck. Wow, there's only 24 cards left there. That's a lot of searching and shenanigans that happened right there. But we have Madolche Ticket being activated. Okay, special summon the Madolche Mageline from the hand. Oh boy, there's 2 level 4 Madolches on the field. You know what that means, or what that could mean, depending on what Cheezy does. Yeah, and there we go. The big Mama Queen coming out, Madolche Queen, Tiramisu. Tiramisu actually not using her effect. Oh, because there's no Madolches in the graveyard. Yeah, that's right. There's no Madolches there. So, having to go for the attack, and ooh, what do we see here? Yeah, that's right. Madolche Hoot Cake going for the attack, draining shield being activated, gaining 1500 life points, and then Rosemary says, hey, you know what? I can trigger, and I can put your Tiramisu into defense mode. Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit comes down in retaliation, saying, nah, I'm gonna clear your field, and I'm gonna attack it directly with Saryuja. But that means, you know, Queen Tiramisu can't actually attack, and that's fine. And there's actually still no Madolche monsters in the graveyard, so kind of safe, but also not really on the next turn. So yeah, Darkrai has to try to claw his way out of this one, and his life points are slightly lower than his opponents. He has 6,700 to cheesy 7,000, and Aromages gain their effects when they have, well, higher life points, or at least certain effects when they have higher life points, and then they have another effect that triggers based on anything that happens if they, you know, gain life points. But oh my god, what is this? Global being summoned, going to Link Karibo Global, special summoning yourself back out from the graveyard, going to Crystal Needle Fire, but it milled a copy of Spore. What is this? That's like one of the best plays ever. Oh man, that's insane. Okay, so we have Crystal Needle Fiber coming out, special summoning a tuner from the deck, and we see Twilight Rose Knight being summoned out. It's a level 3 warrior tuner that's a dark monster, and it says your opponent cannot target plant type monsters for attacks. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower plant monster from your hand. So it's kind of like a what was it, Marauding Captain, but for plants. So we see, well, Needle Fiber and the, well, Rose thing and the Spore that was summoned back from the graveyard, they're going to go ahead and 4 monsters gives you Borlo Dragon. And Borlo Dragon can steal things. So Borlo Dragon was special summoned under the zone that Saryuja pointed to, and that's really smart because that gives him 2 zones next to Borlo that he can summon extra deck monsters along with his extra monster zone. That's great. So he's going to go ahead and steal that Skuldred Saryuja from the opponent, and then going to use that Saryuja to go ahead and tack into the Tiramisu, which is really good play. That's really smart. And something to note is that with just Hoot Cake on the field, Hoot Cake is actually unable to go ahead and just by itself summon out a Tiramisu. So that is a really good play, unless of course Cheezy has some other Madolche cards that are in his hand that he can use. But Hoot Cake can potentially summon out something like Angeli, and Angeli can go into, you know, Messengelado or something like that. But there's no way for Hoot Cake by himself to get 2 level 4s on the field for a Tiramisu, because, you know, Tiramisu can get over these 2, especially Borlo Dragon, that it can't be targeted, but Tiramisu doesn't target, which is what makes her so good. So, Madolche Hoot Cake gonna go ahead and activate its effect, banishing the Messengelado from the graveyard, summoning out the Madolche Angeli. Yeah, that's right, Angeli activating its effect. Gonna go ahead and special summon another Madolche monster out from the deck. If there's another Messengelado, probably gonna be that. There we go. Special summon while you control a Madolche beast type monster, and you know what? That means you can go ahead and search for another Madolche Spell or Trap card, and he's searching out for another copy of Chateau. Now, this is going to be very interesting because with Chateau, yeah, if it's activated, it shuffles back all the Madolche monsters in the graveyard back to the deck, including the Tiramisu, and that triggers Madolche Ticket. Now, keep in mind that Cheezy has not yet normal summoned here, so Ticket can go ahead and search a copy of a Madolche monster from his deck, and he's going to go ahead and search for a copy of Angeli. Probably could have gone for a Mageline if he had a Mageline. Oh yeah, he definitely did, because Chateau shuffled it back. So if he saw Mageline, he could have gotten the search there and yada yada yada. But then gonna go for the Tiramisu, targeting the Angeli, targeting the Chateau to shuffle them into the deck, to shuffle 2 monsters on his opponent's side of the field back into the deck without targeting. And that means Borlo Dragon and Saryuja are gonna go bye-bye. Saryuja returns back to Cheezy's extra deck. So hey, if he wanted more draws, he can definitely get him. Now, this is definitely not the end of the line here. We see Tiramisu attacking for 2,200, and then we have Hoot Cake attacking for 2,000. Oh wow, so we also had, what's its face right here? I'm trying to see the cards in the graveyards right here. Alright, so Aromaseraphy Angelica. Alright, that's what his name was, Angelica. Targeting the Rosemary in the graveyard. It's like a little hand trap that helps you gain life points. So gained 1,800 from that Rosemary because the Rosemary has 1,800 attack. And that's all fine and dandy. But now we see, oh yes, there we go. That's the duo that you want to see in this deck. So we have Aromage Jasmine being normal summoned here. And then we have Aroma Garden being activated to, you know, try to go ahead and gain some life points. But then, yeah, Ghost Ogre stopped the field spell. But hey, we still had another copy of Angelica. Gonna go ahead, target Rosemary, gain 1,800. Jasmine gonna go ahead and grab a draw, but it's not looking too good right now because, yeah, with just 1 card in hand and life points not high enough to go for that double normal summon effect that Jasmine provides, we see, well, Tiramisu and Hoot Cake just sitting there and continuing to do what they do best, which is generate a bunch of advantage and dismantle the opponent's board. So Hootcake gonna go ahead, banish Messin Gelato, gonna go ahead and summon out an Angeli from the deck, and Tiramisu gonna go ahead, activate its effect, gonna shuffle back a Messin Gelato and an Angeli, or just add it back to hand because the effect of Chateau, to shuffle back the Jasmine from the field into the deck. And now I think, yeah, that's definitely more than enough damage on board to attack for game. 4,400 from the Hootcake and Tiramisu, and then you tack on the extra 3,400, and that is almost an OTK right there. That's a lot. So yeah, Cheezy says, good games. Darkrai is just PTSD, the Tiramisu nightmares. Yeah, the past definitely does come back to haunt you sometimes. And yeah, good games, guys. Well played. Well played. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to stay updated on future live streams, make sure to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord server. Links to both will be in the description down below. And until next time, take care.